After rainfall devastation over the weekend, there's more bad news as there is an extremely heavy rainfall warning in all the districts of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry for tomorrow and up till the 11th of November. Boats are now being deployed for rescue operations. The Prime Minister has spoken to the Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, assuring him of all support. Schools and colleges are shut across the state. Even in neighbouring Kerala, the Weather Department has issued yellow alerts for several districts. Here's the latest report. As we can see, this is the heaviest rain since the 2015 floods in Chennai. Though the water logging isn't as bad, we can see what the impact is across the city and the state.
Chennai streets turned into canals, even in the Chief Minister's constituency. The Thompsons had to shift their elderly uncle on the ground floor. Residents say authorities have learnt no lessons since the devastating 2015 flood.
In 2015, it was a very big flood and the government should have improved in due time. It is almost 6 years. They should have improved the infrastructure.
The 21 centimeter rain the city received is 4 centimeters less than the horrendous flood of 2015. But authorities say lessons learned from then have saved Chennai now and helped waters recede quickly. Stormwater drains desilted 3 months early. Trees pruned. A 5,000 crore project has connected many extension areas to the drains network. As a result, Chennai's 300 chronic inundation hotspots are down to just 60 now.
Water has surrounded their houses.
The discharge from the biggest lake, Chembarambakam, is gradual now, unlike the sudden excessive release 5 years ago.
The change is that the speed with which water has receded because of the break in the rain in the night has enabled the water to recede quickly. So the challenge before us is to ensure that in the aftermath of the rains the water level reduces.
For the common man though, the nightmare continues. Authorities say but for their preparedness, Chennai would have seen a repeat of the devastation by 2015 floods that flooded more than 4 lakh homes. Well, that's a huge relief so far. With Met forecasting heavy rains, the next few days will be an acid test for lessons learned. In Chennai with Suresh, Sam Daniel, for NDTV.
Well, let's go across live to Sam now, who is currently still on flooded roads in Chennai and likely to get worse over the next 2 days, Sam.
That's the worry, Sonia, that there could be very heavy rainfall over the next 3 days. And we come to you from the GN Shetty Road in the commercial hub of T Nagar in Chennai. And this is what you see, at least ankle deep to knee deep waters on the entire stretch, causing so much of hardship to local residents and commuters. With me, Vidya Lakshmi and Srinivas, thank you very much for your time. You've seen the 2015 floods. Have lessons been learnt in your view?
No, lessons not learnt at all. Every year, we get monsoons every year. Monsoons are a beautiful part of nature. But what we see here today is completely man-made. We have not learnt our lessons. We have to work together with the authorities and, learn it at least this time.
Man-made, largely responsible because these areas were once water bodies, now concrete jungle.
Absolutely. It's almost entirely man-made, be it the government and the corporation allowing violation of all regulations. Water bodies and lakes have all gone with concrete structures. And we as people, because we are also not following our duties, throwing the wrong kind of waste and clogging up the canals. So it's a combined responsibility. Unfortunately, it's the citizens who pay the price. And it's not as if we have had some dramatically heavy rain, but just one spell of rain, and if it gets worse, things could be even...
There could be heavy rainfall tomorrow. What runs in your mind?
What runs is, I have my parents staying in West Mambalam in the ground floor. My worry is, if water goes inside, what would they do? We have senior citizens in our apartment who live on oxygen. If the current goes, what would we do? I hope the authorities, take measures before the monsoons. Every year this happens. So before the monsoons, they should take measures, precaution measures, you know.
Thank you so much. And this could be the first major challenge next to COVID for the new government, Sonia. But authorities argue that they've done their best. They cleaned up all the stormwater drains. But this condition is only because of the very heavy rainfall, which could not be taken at the same time by these drains. They say once the rain stops, it will clear in no time. But a night of trauma and anxiety for lots of public and also officials.